Most people who remember exactly where they were and what they were doing when they learned about a shocking historic or personal event feel absolutely certain their memory is accurate, vivid, and essentially unchanged since the moment it happened. Rigorous longitudinal research testing these flashbulb memories against contemporaneous records reveals an uncomfortable truth. This powerful subjective confidence is only weakly related to how accurate the memory actually is. Flashbulb memories, a term coined by Roger Brown and James Kulik in 1977, refer to unusually vivid, detailed autobiographical memories of the specific circumstances in which a person learned about a shocking, surprising, or emotionally significant public or personal event, typically including seemingly precise details about one's physical location, who else was present, what one was doing at the moment, and one's immediate emotional reaction, all recalled with a subjective sense of clarity and permanence that feels qualitatively different from ordinary, everyday memories. Ulrich Neisserer and Nicole Harsh's landmark study surveyed students about their memory of learning of the 1986 Challenger space shuttle disaster within 24 hours of the event, then surveyed the same students again nearly 3 years later, finding that a substantial proportion of participants' later recollections differed significantly from their original, contemporaneously recorded accounts, including major factual errors in exactly where they were and how they learned the news. Yet, these same participants continued to express high subjective confidence in the accuracy of their later, factually altered memories. A consistent finding across flashbulb memory research is that a person's subjective confidence in a flashbulb memory's accuracy is only weakly correlated with the memory's actual measured accuracy when checked against contemporaneously recorded original accounts, meaning flashbulb memories can feel every bit as vivid, detailed, and certain years later, even when they have measurably changed or become significantly inaccurate over time, a pattern that closely parallels broader eyewitness memory. Research findings regarding the general unreliability of confidence as an accuracy indicator. The distinctive vividness of flashbulb memories is theorized to result from the combination of strong emotional arousal and surprise present at the moment of encoding, which engages the amygdala and enhances the initial strength and apparent detail of the memory trace, combined with the tendency for emotionally significant events to be repeatedly rehearsed through subsequent conversation, media coverage, and personal reflection in the following days and years, which increases subjective confidence and perceived vividness without necessarily correspondingly increasing the memory's actual, verifiable accuracy. Each time a flashbulb memory is retrieved and retold, it becomes subject to the same memory reconsolidation processes documented in ordinary memory research, temporarily rendering it malleable and susceptible to subtle distortion from details encountered in conversations with others, media coverage, or one's own evolving narrative understanding of the broader event, meaning that repeated retelling, rather than simply preserving an original memory faithfully, can progressively reshape and distort the memory while simultaneously and paradoxically strengthening one's subjective confidence in its accuracy. The well-documented fallibility of flashbulb memories, despite their compelling subjective vividness, carries significant practical implications for legal contexts, including eyewitness testimony about circumstances surrounding significant crimes, and for historical scholarship relying on personal eyewitness accounts of significant events recorded years after they occurred, underscoring the broader principle that vivid, confidently held memories, however emotionally compelling and subjectively certain they feel, should not be automatically treated as more objectively reliable than more mundane, less emotionally charged memories, which are subject to the same fundamentally reconstructive memory processes. Flashbulb memories reveal one of memory research's most important and counterintuitive lessons: the subjective sense of vividness and confidence that makes a memory feel special and trustworthy is largely disconnected from that memory's actual, verifiable accuracy. Understanding this disconnect matters not just for psychological science, but for how much weight we should place on our own most cherished, vivid personal memories.